seated. Keep all those hands, arms, legs, and feet completely inside your train cars. And for the comfort and courtesy to all of our guests, including our train, please no eating, drinking, or smoking while aboard.
Dan harus kita dapat penak right of ada kapal.
And we're just about to get our way, folks, so no more further seat swapping at this time. So to us from the engineers, we know we are all set to leave Frontierland on our way to Fantasyland. Sit back and relax everyone. We are all
aboard!
Howdy, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. We're headed for Fantasyland and to Main Street, USA. Everybody stay seated and keep your hands and arms, feet and legs safely inside the train. And as always, keep an eye on your little ones.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
That's Thunder Mountain Rail for you.
As we head into the American wilderness, we'll pass by the dusty bay town of Tumbleweed. Keep your eyes peeled for the runaway mine trains of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Runaway trains. Now I ask you, is that any way to run a railroad?
That's never a way to run a railroad. Runaway trains, that's out of control.
I feel right at home here in the prairies and forests of the American wilderness. These woods haven't changed much since the days when settlers started heading west. Nowadays, the rails can carry us safely through the wild, and a trip that used to take months can now be made in just a few weeks. There's plenty of deer, antelope, and elk that feed along the banks of the river. And naturally, plenty of early settlers decided to put down stakes and live here too. Of course, those early settlers weren't the first to make their home in this wild frontier. These native tribes of Plains Indians were living, hunting, and trading for centuries before we ever came along. They were the first to tame the wild horses of the American plains, long before our big old iron horses started chugging through these parts. We're almost out of the woods, folks. We're coming up on the most magical of lands, Fantasyland, a place where any dream can come true. Fly over London with Peter Pan. Set sail on It's a Small World. Take a trip under the sea with the Little Mermaid. Be our guest at an enchanted feast in the Beast's Passage. Or journey into the Seven Dwarfs' mine, where 1,000,000 diamonds shine. Whether you're a pixie, a princess, or just an everyday dreamer, there's always something special about Fantasyland. If you've been riding trains as long as this old-timer, you may remember the days when the circus would come to town on the local railway. Well, the circus is here, and it's set up permanent headquarters as the Fantasyland Storybook Circus. This is the place to fly high with on the Barnstormer, a rollicking ride of circus acrobatics and toasted goods. This station is also your gateway to the rest of Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. Now, please wait until the train has come to a complete stop. Gather your belongings and carry your strollers away from the platform before you start unfolding them. That way we can start loading up for the next leg of our trip. For those of you disembarking, please watch your step. And thanks for traveling with us on Disney. If you're staying aboard, next stop is Main Street Station.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we pull into Fantasyland Station, as a friendly safety reminder, please remain seated. Do not stand or exit the train until we come to a full and complete stop.
You're safe until the train stops. Elevator time to stand. Time's not now.
Until then, folks, please remain seated. Please supervise everyone in your party. Make sure they're doing the same. Stay put in here until you heard that one. Thank you, local front engineer.
That's an all clear. Welcome to Fantasyland. Next stop, Main Street.